All right, so I got this a little bit later than I thought I would from Peter's heat treatment. But now that I have it today, I'm going to sharpen it. I'm going to put my maker's mark on it, the date that I sharpened it, and the material, which is a CPM 3V. And I'm also going to put the scales on. So I'll show you after I'm done with all that. I'll show you how it looks. The scales are going to be just TeroTuf, just baby blue, with G10 pins. This is my opinion. This combination is going to look super nice, and it's part of the reason why I went with such large pins. I'm going to go for as thin as possible, handle-wise. So super thin, everything rounded, just because it's going to be like a concealed carry knife. It's hoping it's a concealed carry knife. This is a 6.5 inch blade, so we'll see how that turns out. All right.
All right, so here it is already glued. And this bag, I'm gonna miss this bag once it rips. Look at it. It just comes off like nothing. All right, so yeah, so now what I gotta do, I gotta shape it. I'm gonna cut this off, I'm gonna flatten it. I'm gonna show it to you after I draw on here. So this is gonna be super thin. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. All right. All right, so you can barely see the pencil marks, but the idea is I want this as thin as possible and as round as possible. It's gonna be an EDC knife, so no hard edges. It's all super round. I still want a palm swell, but I'm gonna get as close as I can to the tang itself here and here. Normally I wouldn't want a super rectangular profile on this handle because it puts a lot of force on your fingers when you do hit stuff with it, just because it's concentrating that force on the edge. But for what this knife is supposed to be for, it's perfect. I want it as thin as I can, just so that it's just enough so I have a perfect grip on it. Okay, so I'll do a rough shaping of it and I'll show it to you again. I'm working on the spine right now. So yeah, just super thin. I want to be able to put this here in my palm when I do this. So yeah, kept this wide. Yeah. I'll show it to you once I'm basically done with it. So yeah, it's coming along okay. All right, so here it is, done. Everything just rounded out. So you can see it's really dirty. And that's one of the things about TeroTuf, it gets dirty pretty easily. And the reason for that is because it's also like one of the grippiest materials you can use for a handle. And at least to me, it makes sense that if it's really grippy, it's gonna like grip off. It's gonna take dirt and stuff off of your hands when you're using it. The good news is TeroTuf, none of that, the dirt or the stain or whatever, it doesn't go into the handle itself. It's all just surface staining. You can just easily clean it. Once you clean it, I'll show it to you. It'll be like a baby blue with some white fuzz on it. So yeah, now what I gotta do is I just gotta clean this up and I'll show it to you. All right.
Okay, so here it is, all clean. And I actually lied to you without knowing. It was a pain to clean this. And I don't know, I mean, it was surface area dirt, but I had to scrub like crazy to get this clean. And I doubt it'll ever get that dirty again, just because I mean, I'm gonna clean this thing like I normally would anything I'm like using all the time. So I don't think that'll be a problem again. But besides that, I think this might be what I've been looking for in terms of an EDC knife. I'm not completely sure yet because I haven't even tried it, but the feel of it feels super nice in hand. It's light just because it is a 1/8 inch blade. It feels comfortable, and all this is crowned all the way to the tip. You can go like this, and the handle itself feels really nice. So if you do want to like chop things or whatever with it, the blade is like wide enough that you can actually creep up here and use the tip for stuff. it's just overall nice so far. Ice pick grip feels really good. This little divot here also contours in my hand. So yeah, overall I like it. We'll see. The only problem, the foreseeable problem, and this is, I mean, obvious, is the sheer size of this thing. So it's a 6.5 inch blade, like I mentioned before, but it is a 2-inch wide blade. And I got to figure out how to EDC this thing. I have an idea how to do a sheath. To do it, I want to do it scout carry, but scout carry, the problem with scout carry is that you're basically, this is what's being held up against your body, and the handle itself sticks out. So I got to figure out a way of preventing that. And that's something I think I can do, but I gotta try it. So yeah, overall, I'm super happy with this thing. Very nice. Oh yeah, and it's just to cut something, so you can see the sharpness on it. Yeah. Yeah, so I really like it. And 3V is like a good overall steel. So it is rust resistant. Even if I do have it as an EDC, I don't think it'll rust that readily. But yeah, like always, any questions, suggestions, let me know. Okay. Bye.